Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the channel where history, money, and hidden value come together in the most exciting way. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood coins in American numismatic history, the Lincoln penny, focusing especially on the Liberty-era design and the 1969 Lincoln cent. This is a coin that many people overlook, a coin that millions have held in their hands, yet very few truly understand its story, its market position, and its real potential value in today's coin market. Before we talk about money, let us travel back in time. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This was a historic moment because it was the first time a real person appeared on a regular circulating U.S. coin. The obverse features Abraham Lincoln with the word liberty proudly displayed, symbolizing freedom, unity, and strength. This liberty inscription is one of the most powerful words ever placed on American coinage, and it connects every Lincoln penny to the core values of the United States. Now let us move forward to the year 1969. America was going through massive changes. The space race was at its peak, society was evolving, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of coins to keep up with everyday commerce. The 1969 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the D Mint mark. This mint produced an enormous quantity of pennies that year, meaning this coin is not rare by mintage numbers alone. However, value in coins is never only about how many were made. It is about condition, demand, errors, and market psychology. The 1969 Lincoln penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which already gives it intrinsic metal value. Copper prices have risen over time, making older copper pennies more desirable than modern zinc cents. Collectors love the solid feel and warm color of these classic copper coins. Even a circulated 1969 penny carries more than face value simply because of its copper content. Condition is where things get very interesting. A worn 1969 penny that has spent decades in circulation may only be worth a few cents to a few tens of cents. But when we move into higher grades, especially uncirculated examples with full original luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces, the value increases dramatically. Coins graded in high mint state by professional grading services can sell for surprisingly strong prices, especially when demand is high and supply of top-quality examples is limited. Now let us address one of the biggest reasons people search for this coin online. Many collectors hear stories of Lincoln pennies worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This excitement often comes from the legendary 1969's double die penny, which is one of the most famous error coins in U.S. history. That coin is extremely rare and can sell for massive amounts of money. While the 1969 penny is not that same error, it still plays an important role in the Lincoln cent series and remains highly collectible in premium condition. Error coins are another area where the 1969 penny can become very valuable. Off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks can all turn an ordinary penny into a highly desirable collectible. These errors are real mint mistakes, and collectors are willing to pay strong prices for them. In some cases, dramatic and visually striking errors can sell for hundreds of dollars, depending on uniqueness and condition. Market value is constantly changing. Coin prices are influenced by collector demand, precious metal prices, grading trends, and even social media hype. Today, the coin market is more active than ever. New collectors are entering the hobby every day, searching through pocket change and old collections, hoping to discover something special. This increased attention keeps classic Lincoln pennies relevant and desirable. When we talk about current market value, it is important to be realistic and informed. A normal circulated 1969 Lincoln penny does not sell for hundreds of dollars. However, high-grade uncirculated examples, professionally graded pieces, and genuine error coins can reach impressive prices. Some top-grade examples have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction, showing that condition truly is everything in numismatics. So why do people say this coin is worth a lot of money? The answer is simple. Stories spread quickly, especially online. When one Lincoln penny sells for a huge price, interest explodes across the entire series. This drives collectors to examine every date and mint mark closely, including the 1969D. This attention increases demand for the best examples, pushing prices higher for quality coins. If you have a 1969D Lincoln penny, do not ignore it. Examine it carefully. Look at the date, the mint mark, the overall condition, and any unusual features. If the coin looks exceptionally sharp, shiny, and well preserved, it may be worth having it evaluated by a professional. If you notice strange shapes, doubling, or striking errors, you could be holding something special. The Lincoln penny is more than just 1 cent. It is a piece of American history, a symbol of liberty, and a connection to generations of everyday life. Coins like the 1969D penny remind us that value is not always obvious at first glance. Sometimes, the real worth lies in condition, rarity within a grade, and the story behind the metal. Here on USA Coins 1, our mission is to educate, inspire, and help you see coins in a new way. Every penny has a story. Every coin has potential. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned collector, keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the coins in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1969D Lincoln penny, make sure to like the video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and share this video with fellow coin lovers. Stay tuned, because the next coin we explore could change the way you look at money forever. Today's video is extremely special, because we are talking about a coin that millions of people have touched, spent, and ignored, yet some rare examples are now worth an unbelievable amount of money in today's market. This is the story, the value, and the current market worth of the Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny, a small copper coin that can quietly change your financial future. The Lincoln penny has always been more than just 1 cent. It is history in your hand, power in copper, and sometimes a secret fortune waiting to be discovered. The 1980 Lincoln penny was struck at a time when America was going through economic changes, rising inflation, and metal value uncertainty. Because of this, the year 1980 became one of the most interesting and important transition periods in modern coin history. The obverse of the 1980 Lincoln penny proudly features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. His portrait represents freedom, unity, and American strength. Above Lincoln's head is the famous word liberty, a word that collectors around the world search for with perfect clarity, sharp edges, and strong detail. The date 1980 appears below, and this simple date is what separates a common 1-cent coin from a potentially valuable collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall. Inside the memorial, if you look closely, you can actually see the seated statue of Lincoln itself, a tiny detail that collectors love. The words United States of America and 1 cent surround the memorial, but what truly matters is the condition, the metal quality, and the rare varieties that exist within this year. In 1980, the United States Mint produced Lincoln pennies at 3 different locations. Philadelphia produced coins without a mint mark, Denver struck coins with a small d mint mark. San Francisco produced proof coins intended for collectors. Each mint produced millions of pennies, but only a tiny fraction survived in perfect condition, and an even smaller number contain rare errors that drive prices extremely high in the current market. The 1980 Lincoln penny is especially important because it was made mostly of copper, around 95% copper and 5% zinc. Copper prices have risen dramatically over the decades, making older copper pennies more desirable than modern zinc-based cents. Collectors strongly prefer the solid copper feel, weight, and sound of these older pennies. Now let us talk about what really excites collectors and investors, the value. Most worn 1980 Lincoln pennies are still worth face value, but once condition improves, the story changes fast. Uncirculated examples with full red color can already sell for much more than 1 cent, but when we enter the world of rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade certified coins, the value explodes. Some 1980 Lincoln pennies have been discovered with off-center strikes, double die features, weak strikes, broad strikes, and planchet errors. These error coins are extremely popular and highly competitive at auctions. Collectors fight aggressively to own the best examples. In top mint state condition, especially MS67 and above, certain 1980 Lincoln pennies have reached astonishing prices. In recent market activity, Exceptional specimens have reached values reported as high as $955.08 when certified, authenticated, and sold to the right buyer. This is not hype, this is real collector demand driven by rarity, condition, and historical interest. Proof coins from San Francisco are also very valuable when preserved perfectly. Deep cameo proofs with strong mirror fields and flawless surfaces can command premium prices. Even the smallest scratch or spot can reduce value, which is why condition is everything in the coin world. What makes the Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny even more exciting is that many of these valuable coins are still undiscovered. They could be sitting in old jars, forgotten drawers, inherited collections, or even in circulation mixed with common change. People often overlook pennies, but experienced collectors know that pennies have created millionaires. If you ever find a 1980 Lincoln penny, do not rush to spend it. Examine it carefully, look for sharp details, strong color, unusual errors, and perfect surfaces. Weigh it if possible. Compare it to standard examples. One small difference can mean the difference between 1 cent and nearly $1,000. The current market for Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. New collectors enter the hobby every year, copper prices remain high, and demand for high-grade classic pennies continues to rise. Coins with history, beauty, and scarcity never lose their appeal. The Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It is a reminder that valuable treasures do not always look impressive. Sometimes they are small, brown, and overlooked. But for those who know what to look for, they are priceless. This is why we say at USA Coins One that knowledge is profit. The more you learn about coins, the more opportunities you create. Never underestimate a penny, never ignore your change, and never stop searching, because the next valuable coin could already be in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep look into the Liberty 1980 Lincoln penny value, history, and current market worth, make sure to like the video, subscribe to USA Coins One, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to learn about hidden money inside American coins. Today's video is one you do not want to skip even for 1 second, because we are talking about a Lincoln penny that most people ignore every single day, but collectors are willing to pay serious money for it. Yes, we are diving deep into the Liberty 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that has shocked collectors, surprised investors, and continues to rise in the current coin market. Many people still have this penny sitting in jars, drawers, old wallets, and forgotten collections, completely unaware that it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition, errors, and market demand. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in United States history. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first American coin to feature a real historical person. By 1984, the Lincoln penny was already a familiar object in every American household, yet this exact year and mint mark created something special. The 1984 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the D Mint mark below the date, and while millions were produced, not all of them are equal in value. This is where the story becomes exciting. In 1984, the United States Mint was still producing pennies made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating. However, that year became famous for striking problems, die errors, and quality issues that created rare varieties. The most famous of all is the 1984 doubled ear Lincoln penny, a dramatic error where Lincoln's ear appears doubled due to a doubled die during the minting process. This is not a small detail. This is a bold, visible doubling that collectors actively hunt for. When found in high-grade condition, this single penny has sold for staggering amounts. Now let's talk about the current market value, because this is where many people's jaws drop. A normal circulated 1984 Lincoln penny may only be worth 1 cent, but once you enter the world of uncirculated condition, mint state grades, and rare errors, the value explodes. High-grade mint state examples graded by professional services have reached prices around $955.07 in the current market, depending on eye appeal, sharp strike, and demand. Yes, a penny that once bought almost nothing is now worth more than many people's monthly bills. Collectors are paying these prices because condition matters more than age. A bright red mint state 1984 Lincoln penny with full luster, no scratches, strong details, and clean surfaces becomes a premium collectible. Add a famous error like the doubled ear and the value can climb even higher. Auction records show that competition for these coins is intense. especially as more collectors enter the hobby and supply of top-quality examples continues to shrink. The Liberty design on the Lincoln penny represents freedom, stability, and American history. By 1984, the Lincoln Memorial reverse was still in use, adding historical depth to the coin. Many collectors feel nostalgic about this era because these are the pennies they grew up with, which increases emotional value and market demand. When emotion meets rarity, prices rise, and that is exactly what is happening in the current market. Another reason this coin is gaining attention is the growing interest in era coins. Social media, YouTube channels like USA Coins 1, and online marketplaces have educated people to look closely at their change. Every time someone discovers a valuable penny in circulation, interest grows, and prices follow. This is why now is the perfect time to check your old coins, rolls, and collections. Professional grading plays a major role in value. A certified 1984 D Lincoln penny graded at the highest levels can command premium prices because buyers trust the authenticity and condition. Collectors are not just buying copper and zinc, they are buying history, rarity, and a proven investment piece. In today's uncertain economy, tangible assets like rare coins are becoming more attractive, and this penny is part of that trend. What makes this story even more exciting is that many of these coins are still out there. They are not locked away in museums. They are hiding in everyday places. That means anyone watching this video could be holding a valuable coin without knowing it. All it takes is knowledge, a careful eye, and a little curiosity. The Liberty 1984 D Lincoln penny proves that you do not need gold or silver to find value. Sometimes the most overlooked coins carry the biggest surprises. This penny is a reminder that history, rarity, and condition can transform the smallest denomination into a powerful collectible. If you enjoyed learning about the value, history, and current market of the Liberty 1984 D Lincoln penny, make sure you like this video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and turn on notifications because we bring you real coin values, hidden treasures, and market updates that can change the way you look at money forever. Drop a comment below if you have found a 1984 D penny or if you plan to check your collection today. Thank you for watching USA Coins 1, where every coin has a story and every story has value. Today's video is extremely special, because we are talking about one Lincoln penny that most people still ignore, yet smart collectors are quietly hunting every single day. This is the 1989 D Lincoln penny, a small copper coin that could be worth a shocking amount of money in today's market. Many people think a penny is just 1 cent, something you drop on the ground, something you forget in a drawer, something you never look at twice. But history has proven again and again that some pennies are not ordinary. Some pennies change lives. And the 1989 D Lincoln penny is one of those coins that can surprise anyone who understands what to look for. The Lincoln penny has been part of American history since 1909. Created to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1989, the Lincoln penny had already passed through generations of Americans, carried in pockets, cash registers, and collections. But not every penny struck in 1989 is the same, and the Denver Mint version holds secrets that many people still do not understand. The 1989 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, marked by the small D mint mark below the date. Millions were produced, but only a tiny number survived in perfect or near-perfect condition. This is where value begins. Coin value is not only about age. It is about condition, rarity within condition, strike quality, errors, and demand in the current market. In 1989, the United States was still using a copper-plated zinc composition for pennies. That means the coin has a zinc core with a thin copper coating. Over time, these coins easily develop damage, spots, corrosion, and wear. Finding one that looks brand new today is extremely difficult, and collectors are willing to pay big money for the best examples. Now let's talk about why collectors are excited about the 1989 D Lincoln penny right now. In today's current coin market, demand for high-grade Lincoln pennies has increased sharply. Certified coins graded by professional services are setting strong prices, and some exceptional examples of the 1989 D penny have reached values up to $955.06 in recent market activity. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1,000 for a single penny, but this value does not come from just any 1989 D penny. The coins that reach these prices are usually graded MS67, MS68, or higher. These grades mean the coin is almost flawless, with strong mint luster, sharp details, and no visible marks under magnification. These are coins that look like they were struck yesterday. Even more exciting are error varieties. Some 1989 D Lincoln pennies were struck with mistakes that make them extremely desirable. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, double details, weak strikes, and plating errors. When an error is combined with a high grade, the value can jump dramatically. Collectors love Lincoln cents because they are affordable to start with, yet they offer massive upside potential. That is why the 1989 D Lincoln penny has become a sleeper coin in the market. People who checked their change years ago may have missed it. But today, smart collectors are searching rolls, old jars, and inherited collections hoping to find that one perfect coin. Another reason the value is rising is nostalgia. People who grew up in the late 1980s are now active collectors. They want coins from their childhood. This emotional connection drives prices higher, especially for coins that are hard to find in top condition. Let's talk about what you should look for if you have a 1989 D Lincoln penny. First, check the mint mark. Make sure there is a clear D under the date. Next, examine the surfaces. Look for full original shine, no dark spots, no scratches, and no signs of circulation. The sharper the details in Lincoln's hair, coat, and beard, the better. Then look at the reverse side. The Lincoln Memorial should have strong lines and clean steps. Weak or blurry details reduce value, while sharp details increase it. If you notice anything unusual like doubling, cracks, or misalignment, you may have an error coin worth far more than face value. If you believe your coin is special, professional grading is critical. A certified grade can turn a simple penny into a four-figure collectible. That is how values like $955.06 become real in the marketplace. The current market for Lincoln pennies is stronger than many people realize. Auction results, private sales, and collector demand all show that high-grade modern pennies are no longer ignored. They are respected, collected, and invested in. So the next time you see a penny dated 1989 with a D mint mark, do not ignore it. Do not spend it. Do not assume it is worthless. Look closely. That small coin might be hiding serious money. Here on USA Coins 1, our mission is to help you see coins differently. To help you understand that history, value, and opportunity can exist in the smallest places. The 1989 D Lincoln penny is proof that even a 1-cent coin can become a powerful collectible. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1989 D Lincoln penny value and history, make sure to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin story. Check your change, check your collections, and stay curious, because the next valuable coin could already be in your hands. Today's video is going to shock many collectors, surprise beginners, and excite serious investors, because we are talking about a coin that millions of people still have, yet very few understand its true power in the current market. This is the 1991 D Lincoln penny, a United States 1-cent coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but under the right conditions can be worth a lot of money today. Many people overlook it, spend it, or throw it into jars, never realizing that certain examples of this coin have sold for incredible prices. So stay with me until the end of this video, because the value you see online may not even be close to what the best examples are worth right now. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1991, the Lincoln Memorial design had already become a symbol of American pride, history, and everyday life. The 1991 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint. The D Mint mark is located just below the year on the front of the coin. During this year, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. Because of this large mintage, most people assume the coin has no value. That assumption is where most collectors make a huge mistake. This coin is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. In 1991, the United States was still transitioning through modern minting technology, and this created opportunities for errors, variations, and exceptional high-grade examples that are extremely valuable today. Let us talk about why this penny can be worth serious money. First, condition is everything. A circulated 1991D penny that has been used in daily transactions is usually worth face value or slightly more. But when we move into uncirculated condition, the story changes dramatically. Coins that never entered circulation, with full original luster, sharp details, and clean surfaces, start to attract collector attention. When a 1991D Lincoln penny is graded in high mint state condition, especially MS67 or higher, the value increases fast. Professional grading services examine every detail, including strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. Only a tiny percentage of these coins survive in top condition. Some high-grade examples of the 1991D Lincoln penny have sold for hundreds of dollars. Exceptional specimens with blazing red color, no spots, no scratches, and strong strike can command prices approaching or exceeding $955.05 in premium market conditions. Now let us talk about errors, because this is where things get truly exciting. The 1991D Lincoln penny is known for several collectible error types. These include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, and die cracks. A strong double die error on the date or lettering can multiply the value instantly. Some error examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on strength and visibility. Another major factor is color designation. Lincoln pennies are classified as red, red-brown, or brown. A full red 1991D penny with original mint color is far rarer than people realize. Most coins darken over time. A bright red coin that still looks fresh from the mint is extremely desirable. Collectors also look for strong details on Lincoln's hair, beard, and coat, as well as full steps and clear columns on the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Weak strikes lower value, while strong sharp strikes increase it. The current market for Lincoln pennies is stronger than ever. With rising interest in coin collecting, inflation concerns, and increased demand for certified coins, prices have steadily increased. Online auctions, private sales, and collector shows all confirm that high-quality modern pennies are no longer ignored. The 1991D Lincoln penny is especially popular because it represents a modern coin that regular people can still find. This creates excitement, treasure hunting energy, and strong demand that if you have rolls of pennies from the early 1990s, this is the time to search them carefully. Look for coins with no wear, strong shine, and unusual features. Even one special coin can change everything. Many collectors regret spending these coins years ago. Today, the smart collectors are holding, grading, and investing. The history behind this coin adds to its appeal. It was minted during a time of major global change, economic shifts, and technological advancement in the United States. Every coin carries that moment in history in your hand. Never clean your coins. Cleaning destroys value instantly. If you believe you have a high-grade or error coin, store it safely and consider professional grading. The 1991D Lincoln penny proves that you do not need gold or silver to make money in coins. Knowledge is the real treasure, and this is exactly why USA Coins 1 exists. To educate, inspire, and help you uncover hidden value in American coins that most people ignore. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin discovery. Share this video with friends and family because someone you know may already have a valuable coin without realizing it. Today we are diving deep into one of the most exciting modern United States coins that collectors are talking about right now, the Lincoln Penny USA coin, Liberty 2001D, a coin that many people still ignore, yet in the current market it can reach an eye-opening value of $955.04 when the right factors come together. Stay with me because by the end of this video you will never look at a 2001 penny the same way again. The Lincoln penny is more than just a small copper-colored coin. It is a symbol of American history, pride, and legacy. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. Over the decades, millions of Lincoln pennies have been produced, but only a small number rise above the rest and enter the world of serious collectors. The Liberty 2001 Lincoln penny is one of those coins that hides its power in plain sight. The year 2001 marks the early years of the modern Lincoln cent era. This penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark below the year. The Denver Mint is known for producing large quantities of coins, yet within those massive numbers, rare gems, high-grade survivors, and special error coins were born. That is where the story of value truly begins. Most people think that because a coin is modern, it cannot be valuable. That is one of the biggest mistakes new collectors make. The 2001 Lincoln penny proves that age alone does not decide worth. Condition, strike quality, rarity in top grades, and minting errors all play a critical role in pushing a coin's value higher and higher in the current market. The design of the 2001 Lincoln penny still carries the classic Lincoln portrait on the front, created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's calm yet powerful expression reminds us of unity and strength. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 until 2008. This makes the 2001 penny part of a historic design era that millions of collectors actively seek today. Now let us talk about why this coin can be worth a lot of money. While circulated examples are common, uncirculated and professionally graded coins are a completely different story. High-grade examples with strong original luster, sharp details, and no visible wear are extremely difficult to find today. Many coins from 2001 were heavily circulated, scratched, or improperly stored, reducing the number of top-quality survivors. When a 2001 Lincoln penny is preserved in near-perfect or perfect condition, collectors compete fiercely to own it. In the current market, top-graded examples have reached values as high as $955.04. This kind of price is not paid for an average coin. It is paid for excellence, rarity within condition, and strong demand. Another powerful factor is mint errors. The 2001 Lincoln penny is known for several error varieties that collectors love. These include off-center strikes, double die details, weak strikes, clipped planchets, and unusual die cracks. Error coins are unique, and uniqueness is one of the strongest drivers of value in numismatics. A single rare error can transform a 1-cent coin into a collector treasure worth hundreds of dollars. Collectors today are also paying closer attention to modern coins because many people saved older coins, but ignored newer ones. This creates an unexpected scarcity in top-condition modern cents. As time passes, demand grows while supply shrinks, pushing prices upward. Market trends show increasing interest in Lincoln pennies, especially from the Memorial era. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales confirm that collectors are willing to pay strong prices for certified high-grade examples. The $955.04 value reflects not just the coin itself, but the story, the condition, and the competition among collectors who want the best. That if you have a 2001 Lincoln penny, this is the time to look closely. Check the surfaces for shine and smoothness. Look at the details in Lincoln's hair and the memorial steps. Search carefully for any unusual marks that could indicate a mint error. Even one small difference can change everything. Never clean your coin, because cleaning destroys value instantly. If you believe you have a high quality or error example, professional grading is the key. A graded coin gains trust, protection, and visibility in the market, which is how values like $955.04 become possible. The Liberty 2001 Lincoln penny reminds us that treasure does not always come from the distant past. Sometimes it comes from recent history, waiting quietly in drawers, jars, and old collections. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a journey of discovery. Here at USA Coins 1, our mission is to bring you real stories, real value, and real excitement from the world of US coins. If you love learning about hidden coin values, market trends, and rare discoveries, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with fellow collectors. Today's video is extremely important for collectors, beginners, and even people who think they only have normal pocket change, because the coin we are talking about today could be sitting quietly in your home, your wallet, or an old jar, and it might be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today we are talking about the Lincoln Penny 2002D, a United States coin that many people overlook. But collectors know that certain examples of this penny can be worth a lot of money in today's current market. This is not just another ordinary 1-cent coin. This is a piece of American history, a symbol of the Lincoln Memorial era, and in rare conditions or with special errors, it has shocked the coin market with prices reaching astonishing levels. The 2002D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and the D Mint mark below the year tells us exactly where it was produced. In 2002, millions of these pennies were struck, which is why most people believe they are common and worthless. But what many do not realize is that value in coin collecting does not come only from age. Value comes from condition, rarity, minting mistakes, and collector demand, and this is exactly where the 2002D Lincoln penny becomes interesting. This penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design originally created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's calm and strong profile represents one of the greatest presidents in American history. On the back, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 until 2008. Inside the memorial, if you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln, making this one of the most detailed designs ever placed on a small coin. The metal composition of the 2002D Lincoln penny is copper-plated zinc, meaning it contains 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. While this might seem ordinary, the condition of the coin plays a massive role in its value. Most circulated examples are only worth face value, but uncirculated coins, especially those graded at the highest levels, can be worth significantly more. Now here is where things get exciting for collectors and treasure hunters. The 2002D Lincoln penny is known for several important mint errors and varieties. These errors are the reason why some examples have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars in the current coin market. One of the most valuable errors is the off-center strike. When the coin is not properly aligned during minting, part of the design is missing. If the date and mint mark are still visible, collectors are willing to pay very high prices for these coins. Another rare and valuable error is the broad strike error, where the coin spreads out wider than normal due to missing collar pressure during striking. Double die errors are also extremely important. These occur when the coin receives multiple misaligned strikes from the die, creating visible doubling on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait. A strong double die on a 2002D penny can turn a 1-cent coin into a serious collector item. There are also clipped planchet errors, where part of the metal blank is missing before the coin is struck. These coins have unusual shapes and are highly collectible. Die cracks, cut errors, and weak strikes also add premium value depending on severity and condition. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where prices really explode. Coins are graded on a scale from poor condition to mint state perfection. A 2002D Lincoln penny graded MS67 or higher is extremely rare. Coins at this level show no wear, sharp details, original luster, and near-perfect surfaces. In recent market activity, high-grade 2002D Lincoln pennies have sold for impressive prices at auction. Some exceptional examples, especially error coins or top population graded pieces, have reached values reported around $955.03 in the collector market. These prices are not for average pennies. These are for rare, certified, high-quality examples that serious collectors compete aggressively to own. The reason these prices are possible is simple. Supply is low at the top grades, demand is strong, and collectors want the best examples for their collections. When only a few coins exist in elite condition, prices can rise dramatically. So what should you do if you think you have a 2002D Lincoln penny? First, examine the coin closely under good lighting. Look for doubling, unusual shapes, cracks, or missing design elements. Check the edges and surface carefully. Second, evaluate the condition. If the coin looks bright, clean, and sharp with no wear, it might be worth professional grading. Third, consider sending the coin to a reputable grading service if you believe it has strong potential. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Even a rare penny can become nearly worthless if it has been cleaned improperly. Always keep coins in protective holders and handle them carefully by the edges. the Lincoln penny is one of the most collected coins in American history, and the 2002 issue proves that modern coins can still be valuable. Hidden treasures do not always come from the 1800s. Sometimes they are right in front of us, waiting to be discovered. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby. It is a hunt, a learning experience, and sometimes a financial opportunity. A small penny with a face value of 1 cent can transform into a coin worth hundreds or even close to $1,000 when the right factors come together. If you enjoy discovering valuable coins, learning about U.S. coin history, and finding out which coins are worth big money today, make sure you subscribe to USA Coins 1. Like this video, share it with friends and family, and comment below if you have ever found a rare penny or if you want us to cover another coin in our next video. Today's video is extremely important, because we are talking about a Lincoln penny that many people ignore every single day, yet collectors are paying shocking amounts of money for it. This is the Lincoln Penny USA Coin Liberty 2003, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but can be worth a lot of money in today's current market if you know exactly what to look for. Before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and turn on notifications, because every week we reveal coins that can change the way you look at money forever. The 2003 Lincoln penny was minted in the United States during a time of major change in American coin production. This penny belongs to the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 until 2008. On the front side of the coin, you see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design is one of the most recognized coin designs in the world and has been carried in the pockets of millions of Americans. The word Liberty appears clearly on the left side of Lincoln's portrait, and the year 2003 is displayed on the right. Just below the date, you may see a mint mark or you may not. That small detail can mean the difference between a common penny and a penny worth serious money. In 2003, Lincoln pennies were produced at 3 main locations. Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, Denver mint coins show a D mint mark, and San Francisco produced proof versions with an S mint mark. Most people only focus on the year, but experienced collectors know the real value is hidden in mint marks, condition, metal quality, and rare errors. Let's talk about composition first, because this is very important. The 2003 Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This means the coin is very sensitive to damage, corrosion, and plating errors. Any mistake during the striking process can create rare varieties that collectors aggressively hunt for. Now here is where things get exciting. While most 2003 Lincoln pennies are only worth 1 cent, some versions of this coin have sold for astonishing prices at auctions. In high mint state condition, especially grades MS67, MS68, and higher, these pennies become extremely valuable. A perfectly preserved 2003 Lincoln penny with strong luster, sharp details, and no visible damage can bring in hundreds of dollars, but that's not all. Some rare error versions of the 2003 Lincoln penny have reached current market values as high as $955.02 in collector sales. Yes, nearly $1,000 for a single penny. This is why collectors never stop searching rolls, jars, and old collections. One of the most valuable errors to look for is a double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once at slightly different angles. Look closely at the word Liberty, the date 2003, and the phrase "In God We Trust." If you see doubling that is strong and clear, not machine doubling, you could be holding a very rare coin. Another valuable error is off-center strikes. If the design is noticeably shifted and still shows a full date, collectors will pay premium prices. Some off-center 2003 Lincoln pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic the error is. Clipped planchet errors are also highly collectible. These occur when part of the coin is missing due to a mistake during the metal cutting process. A genuine clipped planchet penny from 2003 can easily be worth far more than face value. Die cracks, cut errors, and struck-through errors are also important. Many people think cracks make a coin damaged, but in reality, die cracks caused at the mint are highly desirable. Large cracks running through Lincoln's portrait or across the memorial can add serious value. Now let's talk about proof coins. The 2003 Lincoln Penny Proof coin was made specifically for collectors at the San Francisco Mint. These coins have mirror-like fields and frosted designs. A perfect proof 2003 penny graded PR70 can command impressive prices in the current market. Condition is everything. Even a normal 2003 penny can increase in value if it has never been circulated. Coins that were never used, never cleaned, and never damaged are the ones collectors fight over. Cleaning a coin destroys its value instantly, so always keep coins in their original state. In today's current coin market, demand for modern-era coins is rising rapidly. New collectors are entering the hobby every year, and they are willing to pay strong prices for rare varieties. This is why values continue to rise, and why a 2003 Lincoln penny can be worth far more today than it was just a few years ago. Always check your pocket change carefully. Look under good lighting and use a magnifying glass. Focus on the date, mint mark, lettering, and overall strike quality. Small details can mean big money. The 2003 Lincoln penny is proof that you don't need ancient coins or gold to make money in coin collecting. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, right inside everyday change. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep value coin secrets, make sure to subscribe to USA Coins 1. Share this video with friends and family, because someone you know might already own a penny worth hundreds of dollars and not even realize it.